Hey all my adventurers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscription button. If you've been with me from the beginning, I thank you so very much. As the thumbnail suggests, this vlog will be on RIU Negril, which is located in Jamaica, right? For those who don't know as well, I have a tour company. So if you're traveling to Jamaica and you're looking for tours and transportation, someone to book excursions, bring you from point A to point B, then be sure to head over to my website, right? Now let's get into it. RIU Hotel, right? So this is the one in Negril, and believe it or not, this is actually my first time going to any Rio at all. And there are four Rios in Jamaica. So there's one in Negril, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, as well as Trelawney. Now this one was recently renovated. And when I say recent, I mean recently. So you can see it in the lobby, like it's looking very modern. I didn't even know how recent it was. So we went to the hotel from December 12th to the 15th, and we arrived on a Thursday, and they actually just reopened on a Monday. So that's how recent of a renovation this is, right? Now, I just showed you guys the lobby bar, and then we were greeted with a welcome rum punch, right? Check in, as you can see, it's 3 p.m., and then check out is 12 p.m. When checking in, they tell you about all the different bars and restaurants that they have, what will be open at what time, and so on and so forth. So this paper right here is basically outlining that, so you can pause it and look it over if you wish to do that, right? Now, the lobby area, I'm telling you, it looks really good, right? As I mentioned before, the Monday in the week that we came here was when they just reopened. And because of that, there weren't really that many people on the property, which I didn't really mind. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the room tour. So after checking in, and our check-in process was very smooth, then we went straight down to the room, right? Guys, you have to put in your card to turn on the lights. Okay, you have to do that to get the lights. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a room tour. We're at RIU Negril. They did some renovations, so everything looks pretty modern. Guys, I'm gonna be hopping throughout. I got a very bad cut. Alright, a very bad cut, but I don't want to talk about that because we're here to have fun. But this is the room. Alright, it's a nice bed. Nice bed. Nice and very soft and comfortable. I think this is what they do now. This is what, like, you can put down your clothes, like a suitcase. That's what this is. Not sure. A lot of space. A lot of drawers. Little seating area. And we're on the ground floor. We're supposed to be higher, but again, because of my injury, I can't take the stairs. Okay. Oh, you see that? You see stuff as I open the door, the sensors. Garden view, guys. To be honest, this is the first time getting a garden view for a hotel. My injury, I can't even go in the water. One more look at the room. We're gonna head to the bathroom. Now, because we requested the ground floor because of my injury with my foot. Again, right? They said that the mini fridge is not stocked because this wasn't the room we were supposed to get. We're supposed to be on a higher floor, but I could have had oh, but it is stocked. We do have some stuff in here. Yes, I'm gonna drink this other water. Right? We have the thing for the ice. We have a coffee maker. We got some True Brew coffee. Right? This is a closet. Very nice and fancy. I love the iron board. We have a umbrella. Right? We have a safe, and God bless, we have an iron. Right? With adequate hangers and an extra pillow. So that is and then this is the bathroom. It's nice, clean. Alright, we got natural Zen body wash and conditioner. Alright, and this is the mirror. Alright, we got adequate towels, and this is the toilet. It's nice, clean, spacious, a blow dryer in the corner. So yeah, it's nice. It is nice. So I'm here with some friends. It's a group of four of us. So this was their room. If you look closely, their bed is like two queen size bed put together. So it's the same room that we booked. But you know, it's like two queen beds. So and if you realize right here, their chair, it's their settee, it's smaller than ours, and instead of a chest of drawer, they have a desk where we had a chest of drawer area. So you know, they have variation in the room because that's basically a California king bed, those two beds put together, and it was the same price for the rooms. So yeah, and the bathroom was pretty much the same, right? Now, after doing all of that, again, guys, I injured my heel. Right, oh my god, guys, the day of this trip, I injured my heel, and you know, it was such one of those freak accidents. I was closing a zinc fence, and it basically almost chop off my Achilles. And, you know, I had to go to the hospital, get some stitches. I had to go and get my tetanus shot. You know, I had to get the antibiotics, I had to get the pain medication. And with all of that running up and down in the morning, we arrived later than we intended to. So immediately after arriving, right now, guys, I'm actually hopping, right? I'm actually hopping on my foot. So right now, after arriving, the next aim of the game was just to get some food, and the sports bar was the only place that was open at the time because you know dinner would have been like 6:30 and we arrived like 5 o'clock, so we're just in that window period where they were going to prepare for food. But I didn't mind going to the sports bar at all. So this is the sports bar area. Again, it's given sports bar, you know, you have the TV plus the bar, and it's a nice spacious area with adequate seating and so on and so forth. So yeah, and again, nice, clean. The staff was very pleasant, they came to you in a timely manner. This is the menu. It's there in three different languages. They mostly had burgers, there were hot dogs, wings. You can get nachos, mac and cheese. And as you can see, we got a little bit of everything. So we wasted no time with getting some food. Again, it was a long day for me because of the injury that I sustained. And yeah, I was gonna let that ruin the trip. And of course, we had dessert. Let me tell you something. You see this cake, this cheesecake. And the thing, I'm not a big cheesecake fan, but I hadn't have it in a long time. So I was just like, you know what? Let me get some cheesecake. Because for dessert, it was either a cheesecake or a brownie. I don't really like chocolate like that. I don't really like chocolate. So I went with the cheesecake. And I'm telling you, it was bossing. Yeah, it did not disappoint. By the way, guys, remember to like this video, share this video, comment below. If you're new here, hit the subscription button. Follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, right? All of those stuff. Again, if you're traveling to Jamaica and you're looking for a tour guide, looking for transportation, then check out my website, right? I will be leaving the link in the description below, right? So yeah, do all of those good stuff. Show me some love, right? Anywho, after this, I went to bed, and I tell you, when I woke up the next morning, I could not stand on my leg. That sounds like a really bad sometimes. Yes, we're gonna do a video like, how did I end up in a wheelchair? Was it from jumping off of the cliff? Was it from ATV? Was it from jet ski? No, it was from gardening.
What was she doing?
Gardening.
Gardening?
Yes. Yeah, guys. So the next morning I woke up and I'm telling you, I could not stand. I could not. You could even touch my toe without there being nothing but pain. So it seems as if though the injury, like all of the adrenaline, basically wore off that night. You know, cause I finally sit down since getting the injury, and I'm telling you, I needed that wheelchair. And big up my friend them all the while, each and every time, big them up. But there's a nursing station here, and of course I'm gonna highlight it. You went up there, they have different stuff. You can rent it, but you have to put down a security deposit. They have wheelchair, crutches, or two-cylinder, depending on whatever it is that you need. And I just went with the wheelchair. I paid the security deposit, and then it was 2.8 each day. And this is me now, and this is me for the rest of the time at the hotel.
We just go for the room. That's why you lick the brakes. You need to lick the brakes. That's what the brakes are for.
could have won it because he did a spin and job was from my finger.
No, with the thing, this.
Oh, emergency brake.
Yeah.
Would have fly outside.
No, you would have to just take your time.
Yes, so this is basically how I am for the rest of the trip. But I'm gonna give you guys a property tour regardless because the show must go on, right? So I'm giving you guys the vlog as best as I can. So right here to the right is the Rio Land, which is a little kiddies area with a little small pool, have a small slide. So it's a family resort, you know. This right here, these are the swim up rooms. So if anybody book a swim up room, you're wondering what it might look like, that is it right there. There's some amount of privacy, I guess, from the side, but like this is me walking and seeing you from a swim up room. And when I think about swim up room, I want privacy. So I don't know because it's right across from the beach as well. So you get me? I don't know. It depends on what you want your swim up room for. This is the beach. As I mentioned before, everything is relatively new. You see the palm trees, them just plant them. Yeah. So again, they went back to the drawing board and they came again. There are plenty chairs on the beach as well as you would have seen previously. So that's good because you don't want to feel as if though you have to rush out in the morning to get a chair because it's so crowded and so on. So this is the beach area, nice, beautiful, and so on. Right on the beach as well, you could get a massage right there. So that's a spa area for if you want a massage on the beach. But there's also an indoor spa, and I'm gonna show you guys there because if you know me, you know I love a massage. Yes, yes. So Renova Spa, that's the brand or the company, I should say. That's the spa area for this hotel, and I think a good amount of the Spanish hotels, you see Renova Spa. I think I've been to other hotels as well, and I've seen that this is the brand that they use. I did a 60-minute Swedish massage. I think it was a mixed one, and I was 115 USD, which wasn't bad, you know. So yeah, and it was pretty good, and she was very careful not to touch my foot because again my foot was killing me. They also have the salon area where you can sit down, get your hair done, get your nails done. As you can see, guys, brand new. When I spoke to the worker there, she said absolutely no one has been in there at that time. Again, I went to the hotel December 12th to December 15th 2024, so little over a month ago is when I went to the hotel, right? But brand new, brand new. They also have the gym, which is right beside the spa. So, for those persons who are fitness enthusiasts, then, their gym is there. It wasn't bad. For a hotel gym, it wasn't bad. They pretty much have all that you would need, right? In if to get a good workout in, right? So, yeah, this is the gym area, right? Now, we're moving right along and I'm gonna show you guys the property. And also, side note, listen, being in this wheelchair, let me realize how difficult it is to be disabled. I mean, we already know that's not something that's easy, but my word. Anyways, we're down by the pool area, and in order for you to get the towels, you have to have a towel card. And when you're checking in, they give you two towel cards. If you don't have the towel card, you're not getting a towel. And when you return the towels, then they give you back the towel card because when you're checking out of the hotel, you have to return the towel cards. And again, I guess they have this in place because people has been stealing the towels. So everything costs, so they went back to the drawing board. Now the pool area, we passed one. This is another one. I love the new design that they did with the pool because they have like the little tables in the water. When we come back around, I'm going to show it to you. I also love the chair area. It's almost giving a cabana, but the sunroof thing at the top, you can adjust it. So you can slide it across if you want the sun. You can pull it back over if you don't want the sun. They have these ramps as well that go down in the water. I'm not sure if the ramps are there for wheelchair accessible people. I never tried it. Or maybe the ramps are there just for people who can't bother with the stairs to go down in the water. And also the pools have these built-in chairs right there. I really appreciated those as well. So if you just want to lie down in the water, then you have the option to do that. So, and there were multiple pools, there were multiple seating areas, right? They had the built-in tables in the pool area, which is by the pool bar, which makes sense. So I loved the pool area for this hotel. I think it was well thought out. It looks good, and there are multiple different areas. So if you don't like one area, you can move to another, and you won't be in anybody's way, right? Now, since we're by the pool area, there's food which is close by, right? So this is the other food area by the pool. As you can see, there's adequate seating for you to go and get the food, right? They had a Pepper's Food and a Tiki Taco. Pepper's Food, basically you could get like burgers, hot dogs, those sorts of stuff. And I believe you could also get jerk chicken there. You know, the jerk chicken is not like it's not like jerk chicken when you get off the resort. I always encourage people. Yes, you're gonna be at the hotel. Yes, it's all inclusive and you can get food, but always try the food off the resort. Always go out to an authentic Jamaican restaurant and get some authentic Jamaican chicken because jerk chicken is cooked on pimento wood, not on a grill. That's how you do jerk chicken. But anyways, I got some tacos while I was by the pool, and while I was there, I was looking out, and I realized that listen, they're still doing all of the construction because some men were on the roof putting up the gutters. And even though there were construction going on right around the resort, it wasn't really like loud and noisy or distracting or not, taking away from the relaxation. Anyways, while I was eating, my friend told me that he saw the most honorable Edmund Bartlett, who is the Minister of Tourism. So I had to go over there and say something to him, introduce myself. So again, the resort is new. So he was actually doing a walkthrough with one of the manager. And I was like, yeah, man, no, so I'm have to shake the man hand.
Welcome, Amanda. Partnerships that you have. But you're Jamaican, and
I am
so
Jamaican.
you're the best person to sell beauty and the excitement of Jamaica. Thank you for what you've been doing.
You heard it from the man himself. So yes, that's Jamaica's Minister of Tourism, Honorable Edmund Bartlett, and maybe you don't even remember that little interaction, but in the future he's gonna remember for sure. Anyways, going on with the rest of the vlog, we're going to talk about the different food, the different restaurants. So they have a steakhouse, they have Asian cuisine. Asian cuisine is called Mandalay. And on the outside of each restaurant, they have this little thing right here that outlines the opening hours as well as the menu. So if you're there passing, you can see whether or not this is something you'd be interested in. Also, what I liked is that all of the restaurants are basically in one area, right? Now, right now, we're gonna head over to the buffet, Green Island, right? So this is the buffet area for breakfast as well as dinner. Lunch is a different area, which we're gonna get to shortly. But inside, clean, smell nice, adequate seating, all of those important stuff. But I will say, since I was in this wheelchair, right? The little area that you have to wheel the chair through to go to the buffet area kind of narrow. So yeah, cause me that the wheelchair and people me I telling you how it was for me, So again, because obviously there are people out there who are disabled who will be traveling and so on and so forth. But yeah, you would have seen, breakfast, they have the typical American breakfast, eggs, bacon, hash brown, potatoes. But what I did like, and I saw it right throughout each meal, was this. The Jamaican cuisine was very much present. We had the boiled dumpling, the boiled bananas, boiled yam, curry chicken, there was stew peas, there was steamed cabbage. Very Jamaican. And I love that because you're coming to Jamaica, right? Or if you're like me from Jamaica, you're at a resort, you want something that you're familiar with if you're Jamaican. And again, if you're traveling, you need to try different cuisines. So, yeah, I really like the fact that they had Jamaican cuisine right through. They had it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the food, the buffet food was really good. Again, they went back to the drawing board because this is the first week after being closed down for 3 months. They were closed down for 3 months doing the renovations. And I'm telling you, they went back to the drawing board and they came back very strong, right? Now, let me tell you how you know that the food at the buffet is good. The way how you know that the food is good is the fact that when we were sat down and we were eating, whether it was breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you would have seen the staff eating as well, right? So the staff, they also get breakfast from the buffet area, right? And I think that's good because you should feed the staff. So again, if them a eat it, then they don't know say the food good, right? I don't know if you view it like that, but that's how I view it. I believe the buffet as well for breakfast. So this is what I got, by the way. Curry chicken, boiled banana, boiled dumpling, you know, get some eggs and bacon. I got that before I realized that we had Jamaican breakfast. So, but they definitely have to switch it up. And then some other days, I got some kidney, hash brown. They also had bami. Listen to me, they had bami. Even with the fruits, they had like June plum, like Jamaican plum. They had that as a fruit on the buffet area. Ackee and saltfish, kidney. Come on, man. Come on. Like they did not disappoint. That's the June plum. That is a green yellow thing. That's the June plum. Right? And this is the lunch buffet area. So this is Island Cove, which is a little bit, it's not in this general area where all of the other restaurants are, but again, it's still not far off. And that's what I like with this hotel as well. Everything wasn't really too far. Sometimes you go to some hotels and you feel like you're walking for days on top of days, like you just can't reach where you need to reach. It wasn't really like that. And again, the buffet area, the food, it wasn't bad. You guys gonna see the different clips. They had tacos, sushi. I don't know what that rice and raisin was. Like that was a They get a F for that. I don't know. I mean, that's some white tea people stuff. Like, I don't really know what's happening right there, right? But they had patties, and I do recommend you guys try the patties. They were genuine patties, like from juicy beef or so. But the rice, the white rice with raisin sprinkling it, all my days I've never seen anything like that. That was just Mm-mm. I just feel like people just get too creative when it comes to raisins. Like, why we have to sprinkle it in everything? But I digress. Yeah, back to what I was saying. The food is good. Even the chef, I remember being at the buffet and sitting down having dinner, and even the chef was there sitting down eating the food. And again, that's how you know that the food is good, because if they will eat it, then it's prepared properly, it's cooked properly, and it tastes good, right? But yeah, this is the buffet area. Again, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification, follow me over on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. If you're looking for a tour company, then check out my website, which will be in the description below, right? And you can check me over on TripAdvisor as well. I know a lot of people, they want to verify stuff. So you can check me out over on TripAdvisor, right? Um, yeah, so this is the seating area. Again, adequate seating area for you guys to eat, and it's wheelchair accessible as well. I will say that about the seating area. I never really had any problem getting in here in being in the wheelchair, because I was in the wheelchair for the entire time I was here. Yeah. Um, Also, guys, what I want to mention is that if you're looking for someone to book this hotel for you, then Curated Experience is your person. She's the one that booked this hotel for me. It was very smooth booking the hotel with her. I'm gonna leave her information in the description below as well, and you won't be disappointed, right? Another thing, again, the lobby area, it looks really good at night as well. As you can see, there's adequate seating. I mean, at one point, me and my friends, we just came out here to just sit down and chill. Sofa is very comfortable. The pool looks really nice. So even at night, there's a nice, beautiful view, right? So, yeah, 10 out of 10 for the lobby area for sure. Because sometimes I got some hotel and you see some lobby area just catch up. You have to say, what's happening, Because imagine if there's like 100 people checking in all at once, then. Anyways, you see the signs are coming soon again, the construction. So probably when you go to the hotel, all of them look a store here, open and everything, and all of the construction should be done. But when I was there, the construction was happening. Also, the bathroom. So this is the wheelchair accessible bathroom in the lobby area, which to me was very narrow. I don't think I'm that big of a person. I'm not small, but I'm not that big of a person. And it was very hard for me to maneuver myself in the bathroom with the wheelchair. So yeah, and even right there with this restaurant, they had to open the other door for me to get inside. But yeah, that was the least still. So Mandalay was the Asian cuisine restaurant. My friends, two of them part Asian, so you don't know. Say we're gonna come over here and have the Asian cuisine, and this is the menu. So you can look it over if you wish. But even though they had a menu there and like the seating, I thought it was something where we could have sit and ordered off the menu and then they bring out the food, but it's buffet style. Them come, them ask you what kind of wine you want, them give it to you, but it's buffet style. And this is basically the buffet area. Now, for this restaurant, aesthetic wise, I'll give it like a 8.5. The food, it wasn't bad. The food wasn't bad. I'll give the food a 8. The staff was very pleasant, very nice, very accommodating. So I give the staff a 9 out of 10. Overall, it was good. I wish we were able to try the steakhouse and the other restaurant. We were there for 3 nights, but we went to the sports bar and then we went to the buffet for dinner twice, because the buffet dinner was actually busting, and we're gonna get into that soon. So yeah. Another thing that I want you guys to know is that they do not have room service. And I was so disappointed in the fact that they did not have room service because, again, with my leg, it was sometimes me just couldn't bother fit in the wheelchair and a wheel, and I always had to have one of my friends to push me around because there were some hills and some slopes, and I cannot really go up the hill easily, nor can I go down the hill, the little slope, without possibly going over into the bush. Right? You guys got to see the bloopers with that. So, I really wish they had room service. Even if it was up to like 12 o'clock at midnight or whatever, I wish they had the room service. But there's no room service because one night we did feel for look at ice cream, and we couldn't get the ice cream. But anyways, this is what I got at the Asian cuisine, and it wasn't bad. Another thing that I want to point out is that they fog the area regularly, which I don't mind. It might be a little bit of a disturbance to some of you guys that are there on the beach, but whenever the sun is about to set, they start fogging the place. Let me tell you, so you see down in Negril, sandfly. I don't know about anybody else, but I see sandfly love my body. Because anytime I'm out in the beach down in Negril, the sandfly them near my left, near my right. So they fog the place to get rid of the sandflies and get rid of the mosquitoes, and they're usually out around the sunset time. And I'm always trying to catch the sunset. This was right before I was going to dinner. So I just want you guys to know, if you see that machine, they're fogging the place to get rid of the sandflies and the mosquitoes. Now the buffet dinner. Again, the buffet dinner was very good. They had a wide variety. I have multiple clips because I went to the buffet dinner twice, and they had rice and peas. They had curry shrimp, curry goat, curry chicken, oxtail. They even had fried dumpling. I don't think the fried dumpling was it at dinner time? I can't even remember. But the fact that I am at a hotel, right? Even the pork like that, and they have these stuff on the buffet line, oxtail and curry, all in one buffet at a hotel. Listen to me, hats off. And again, I don't know if it's just because this was the opening week, if they were going all out, but I do hope they continue with the same trajectory, and that they continue to have the buffet just like this, the type of food that's there. And if it is that you have been to the hotel, obviously after I've gone, then I want you guys to comment below and let me know if the food experience was like that. Because yeah, see the fried dumpling in the mirror. Yeah, fried dumpling, fried plantain, they had it all at the buffet area. So, I was just like, guys, we don't even need to go to the other restaurants. Let's just stick to the buffet and just, stick to what we know. And the buffet was good. You get me? Um, One thing that I forgot to touch on was the overall cost that we paid for the 3 nights, right? So we spent, it was 1,636 USD, and you guys saw the 2 rooms that we got. It was 4 of us, so 2 to each room. And that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Again, I don't know if the prices were that low because of the time of the year, in terms of they were just opening and they were still having renovations on the hotel, so maybe they would have dropped the prices at that time. Or maybe because I did it with my friend, the curated experience, maybe she hooked up a deal for me. I don't know what it was, but in my opinion, for the rooms that we got, yes, it was a garden view, but again, my foot, so I really don't mind that it was a garden view. I had to be on the ground floor because I had to end up switching the rooms. For everything, I think it was worth it, in my opinion, for 3 nights, all inclusive. Yeah, I think it was a good deal. Again, guys, curated experiences, I'm gonna be leaving her information in the description below. She's also on Instagram. You can check her out, reach out to her. You can let her know that I'm the one that recommended her, right? I'm like I said, all our information will be below, so if you're looking to book a hotel, you can reach out to her. I do not book hotel, guys, please don't message me asking me, telling me that you want me to book. I don't book hotels, all right? I don't book hotels. I don't know the first thing to book in a hotel. I've been to so many hotels, and I've never booked one on my own in my life. Right? And you might find that hard to believe because, again, I have these playlists on all of these different hotels here in Jamaica and whenever I travel, but I don't book hotels. All right. Speaking of playlists, if you're not interested in this particular hotel but you're still shopping around to see which hotel you want to go to, then check out my Jamaica Hotels playlist. And again, once you're traveling, I always encourage people, you have to leave the resort, you have to go and check out Jamaica. You must go to a waterfall. Come on, man. Jamaica is the land of wood and water. We have over 120 rivers. So, in my opinion, it would be a crime to come to Jamaica and not see a waterfall, right? As I mentioned before, I have a playlist called Things to Do in Jamaica. Whether you're staying in Negril, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, Portland, St. Elizabeth, Falmouth, Trelawney, it doesn't matter where you're staying. I have a Things to Do vlog, so you can check that out, right? Now, this clip is still showing from the buffet, so you can see they had a wide variety. Again, these clips were over 2 different nights, but again, still a wide variety. Even like the fountain chocolate thing, and again, I really like chocolate, so I never really get none of that. But it's good that they had it, and they had soup as well. So one night we get the soup. And then the other time, rice and peas with some curry shrimp, piece of corn and all of them something. They stick to the Jamaican the cuisine for me. Guys, it's still very much a vacation. So we're heading out to the pool. Right? I'm gonna do some reading. So I went down to the pool. This pool was very close to where my room was. So, it was easy for me to get down there, and if I wanted to go back to the room, there wasn't any slope. So it's easy for me to get down there. And they also had the little stuff in the water, like the built-in chair thing in the water, where I could lie down on it. And I was lying on it for a brief moment, but then I kept getting my bandage wet, so I had to get out of the water, unfortunately. So we're just gonna dive into the entertainment, and this is the daytime entertainment. So one of the main pool, they have water aerobics. And the people seem to be getting into it. One of these days when I go to the hotel, I'm going to engage in these water aerobics, because I've never done it. And I've always seen it to see if it's, how much of a workout it really is. But the people, they were very much into it. And the staff, they were into it as well, right? So water aerobics, that's one means of entertainment, I guess, or activity, I should say. They also had volleyball. Man, I wish I was able to be in the water to play the volleyball. Honestly, you have no idea how much it hurts me to be on the sidelines like this. And they also had this young man right here pushing around the school with this red and blue drink, which had alcohol in it. I couldn't partake in any alcohol because I'm on the antibiotics. But it looked like it tastes like Kool-Aid. I'm not saying that it does. I'm just saying that's what it looks like it tastes like, right? Another daytime activity for the kids is Real, which is them kind of was doing something like a stuck and freeze type of thing, or follow the lead. I don't really know, but just know that they have some amount of entertainment for the kids, and this was daytime. While we were there, we realized that they had up this sign, and we were just like, okay, there's gonna be a neon party. And the day before, we saw they put up the all white party sign, so we thought there was gonna be an all white party. We went down there in the night, and there wasn't any neon party. There wasn't any all white party. No, they had this reggae show, but what happened is, because this is the first week of them, when we went there, it was the first week when they were just opening. They were just setting up the signs to ensure that everything was good, and we even saw them practicing for the following week. The following week, they were gonna do a grand opening and have a big party. So this is Rio Negro, but there's also Rio Palace, which is next door. Rio Palace, I believe, is the adults only one, and the persons from Rio Palace can come over to Rio Negro. But if you're at Rio Negro, you cannot go over to Rio Palace. And the following week, they were gonna have a big opening party for the neon party, the all white party. Because I remember being there, and I was wheeling myself to breakfast one day on my own, and somebody saw me and assisted me, and I was just like, "Are you?" And she was just like, she might not book back this hotel because it was kind of boring. I was just like, no, Rio is usually the party hotel. She was just like, the entertainment should have been more, but again, the entertainment was lacking simply because they just opened and they weren't ready to do the all white party. So this that just finished showing was a reggae show that they have. They also had live music. But for the most part, guys, I know when people book Rio, them book it for the foam pool party what them have, them book it for the all white party or the neon party. It's usually a vibes the hotel. And unfortunately for us, when we went there, we weren't able to partake in all of the festivities that is usually there. but they're getting it up and going. But the live music, it wasn't bad, and the staff was still engaging, so to speak. Another entertainment that they may have one night was like a rock and roll edition. I don't really know what it was. I really don't know what how to describe it more than it was like a rock and roll ensemble. So like when them have reggae nights and them dance like reggae people, and them look a dance and thing and whatever. Yeah, and them they have them look a rock and roll thing. Catch a man fly off of the stage, youth. Anyways, meanwhile, it wasn't necessary for me. Again, there's a wide array of people that will be at the hotel, so they have to try and cater to everyone. Again, there wasn't an all white party or a neon party, but I'm pretty sure all of that is happening now. And from what guests always tell me, the all white party and the neon parties are usually good. So again, Rio is more of a party hotel, as I mentioned before. There's this one in Negril. They have Palace, which is next door. There's also a Rio in Montego Bay. There's also a Palace in Montego Bay. There's Rio Aquarel in Trelawney, and another Rio in Ocho Rios. Again, if you're traveling to Jamaica and you're looking for tours and transportation, don't hesitate to head over to my website to book your tours today, as well as transportation. I do airport pickup, airport drop off. If you can't bother with the shuttle business, I know some of you guys, when you book the hotel, it includes the airport transfer, but I want you guys to know that it's a shuttle and it might take 10 stops before they get to your stop. And I've heard some stories on this shuttle, like if, buses are big and then if someone is nauseous and they vomit in the bus and if you're not into all of that, then you want your private airport transfer, then hit me up, right? Um, Also, whether it is you want to do, whatever excursion, rafting, waterfall, whatever it is, then don't hesitate to hit me up. Another thing that I kind of skipped over in the property tour that I'm getting back to right here is they have the store that you can buy your local souvenirs. Even though they have these stores on the resort, one, they're more expensive, and I'll always and forever encourage persons to go off the resort. Right next door, I believe there's a craft market or a craft village. Guys, always support the locals. And even though this is Pier 27 Jamaica and it says that, and they have a lot of Jamaican brand stuff, I want you to know this is a Spanish owned store. And I guess that's expected because Ria is a Spanish owned hotel. So even though you see these stuff in here, it's really Spanish stuff. It was made somewhere in Spanish in Spain, I guess, and so on. So saying all of this to say, guys, support the locals. Go off the resort and buy your souvenirs, right? It'll be cheaper, you'll be supporting the locals. One thing, when we were going to resort, they had some persons there that were taking pictures and they bamboozled us. So we definitely took some pictures. But if you know me, I love a good picture. I love a good picture. I love a good video. So yeah, this is the price that they had. When we were going to dinner, the guy took some pictures. I'm gonna tell us, the man I tell you off a pose, and again, he was a Spanish photographer. He could even talk the English good, but he was definitely directing us, and the pictures came out so good. In a little wheelchair and thing, it was really, really good. So yeah, we definitely bought some of the photos. Like again, guys, if you see them, and you don't have to be in the lobby area. You can do a shoot on the beach or wherever. So it was really good. Like professional photos, they came out really well. So yeah, I would recommend that. Right. Um, the rest of the stuff are just bloopers. Again, this was me trying to go down the slope, and to be very honest, this is the thing right here that they have for you for the wheelchair. It's quite narrow. Like he had to be lifting the wheelchair while he was turning. It looks like a smooth transition here now, but trust me, the corner should have been wider. Again, suppose I was bigger. I mean, I'm not that small, but what if I was a bigger person? Again, right here, trying to be the independent woman that I am. I almost went over into the grass. Yep. I'm telling you, man, this this wheelchair thing definitely had me. Yeah, man, I tell you, man, it's so hard for me to be who I am and then just immediately I'm immobile. Like this. I will tell you guys, I would plan on going on the little
Be careful.
built-in beach chair thing that was in the water and really mash up the people in the wheelchair. Also, guys, speaking of wheelchair, if you're at the resort, right, and you can't bother with a wheelchair, you don't want to be a burden. Like I felt like I was a burden to my friends. Then, and you want a mobile scooter, then this guy right here, right? Hit him up on IG, Jamaica Mobility. You can rent a scooter or one of those, whatever it is. You can rent it. So you can just hit him up. I wasn't hurt, guys, but yeah. And of course, I was struggling to get the balcony doors open and everything. But these are the bloopers. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Okay. Is putting right feet or maybe the other way? Is that? Go on, do it. Do it. Okay. Have to do that to get the lights. Again, guys, if you've made it this far, thank you so very much. All right. I'm going to show you some pics from when we were there. This is definitely something I'll never forget. I'm also going to show you guys some pictures of my garden because, again, I was closing the zinc fence to my garden and that's how I got my injury. So you're going to see the rest of the clips showing the garden, how it started out and where it's at currently. Again, if you've made this far, thank you so very much. Cucumber. I like my cucumber. Pepper scallion. Color looking lovely, lovely. Right, sweet pepper. Right. Inside of broccoli or cabbage, same thing. All of them here, broccoli or cabbage, one out of the two. Sweet pepper again, carrot. I'm going to put some seed in them here. Lettuce. Lettuce come all the way down. Lettuce. So transplanted just now. Lettuce. Right, cabbage. Carrot. See it good about seeing the cabbage. And then some carrot. Some carrot. So I'm going to put the carrot. Just then transplant. I'm going to transplant the pineapple. So let's see. These are carrots. These are some cabbage and broccoli. I know they're kind of close. The younger ones. I got a whole bunch of lettuce. I think this one might be ready now. It's bigger than the rest. Lettuce. We got. These are the younger ones. This is broccoli. I'm gonna transplant these. Scallion. And then out here, got me some cucumbers that are coming up. Cucumbers. The baby one right here. Okay. This one right here. Cucumbers. And then over here, this is callaloo. These are some onions. This is pepper. A Scotch bonnet pepper. This is sweet pepper, right? Sweet pepper again. String bean, a lot of sweet pepper, more string bean, some more lettuce. So I've been experimenting with containers versus putting them in the ground. If you put them in the ground like that, then you can't really move them around versus here. Now these are very clean, like there's no insect biting them. If I realize there's insects on this side, I just move them around. More carrots, more string beans. And then these are sweet pepper and carrots. That's how I'm doing the starting phase. So even though my damage was never for nothing. In the next month or so, we can have some fresh veggies. Although I've cut the callaloo before, so this is a callaloo. And yes, it's a little bit of callaloo, but I don't need a lot.